Hello everybody, in this video we'll be discussing pyramiding. So pyramiding means it is exact opposite of averaging. We all know what is averaging. We do averaging when we are in loss, okay. So pyramiding will do it on winning trades, okay. So it is exact opposite of averaging. And guys, so this video will be discussing how to do pyramiding, when to do pyramiding, and all the methods to do pyramiding. Everything will be explaining in this video. So watch this video completely. And guys, you will be come across certain references in this video because I have taken this from my course. So you will be listening to certain references, but please don't mind that, ignore that. You can watch this video independently without any references. So one more thing, I am not a sebi registered analyst. So any video that I am sharing here is completely based on educational purpose, and please be aware of the fake Telegram channels and any Instagram profile or any social media platform which offers portfolio management, because I don't do anything like that. So please be aware of that also. And guys, those who wish to join the course, I'll be giving the link in the description. Please use that also. So now let's watch the video.
In this session, we will discuss the concept of pyramid. Okay, so we were discussing the adjustments. or the firefighting strategies. Okay, out of the various strategies that we are supposed to cover, we have discussed first shifting. When you're in profit, you'll be doing this, and we have discussed averaging. So in case if you are in loss, you will be doing averaging, and I've discussed the basic concept, and then we have discussed about extension. Okay, and along with this, I've discussed one of the most important concept, that is reference trade. Right, so this we have already covered. So we have already a base trade. What is a base trade? We started off with 22,000 CE sell and PE sell. So this 22,000 short straddle is what we have, and what the premium we collected 1,500. So what is a break even? 20,500 on the lower side, where we are going to buy the put option to protect us from a deeper fall, and 23,500 is the upper break even, where we will be buying the call option, which will protect us from any violent up move beyond this, which also give you the margin benefit. It will also provide you the safety from any black swan event. Okay, so we have the straddle, which is at 22,000, and you can do all these adjustments. But reference trade we discussed, you can make good money by doing reference trade. Now today we are going to discuss the concept of pyramiding. Now please understand, when will be we doing pyramiding? We are going to do pyramiding when our reference trade is going in our way. So averaging you will be doing when it is going in loss, but here when things are going in your way, like you have taken the position and you're doing the reference trade, and this reference trade is working or going in your way, you keep doing pyramiding. You keep adding more and more to that, and you keep making more and more money by doing pyramiding. So let's discuss this one. So we have discussed that we already have 22,000 straddle. So we have sold a call and we have sold a put. We have the protection, we have the hedge and everything, and in weekly we will be hedging. This we are selling monthly, or we are done here third month. So when you're doing third month, where is your reference trade? Your reference trade should be in the weekly. So we have done this in the third month, right? We have discussed in June expiry, June series. So in case if you're doing this in 6 month, then where is your reference trade? So that will be monthly. Okay, this is very clear. But we have done in the June month, which is 3 months from here. So we are going to do the reference trade in weekly. Now let's discuss the concept of pyramiding. Let's say Nifty went to 22,500. Where we want the market to be in? We want the market to be in the range of 22,000. that's when your straddle will give you good profit. It has to be in and around 22,000. But now market went to 22,500. So here what you can do, first you can do shifting if you are in profit. In case if the move is faster, you can do averaging because you are in loss, or you can do extension. All these we have discussed. Now assume that you're going to do the reference trade. So what is your base trade? This is your base trade. Then now we are going to do the reference trade. So this base trade is in June series, which is 3 month, right? So where we are going to do the reference trade now, we are going to do that in weekly options. But where we want the market to be in 22,000. So what we are going to do, we are going to sell 22,000 PE. One more PE we are going to sell. So the market is here now at 22,500. Either you will be shifting or you will do averaging. So if you are doing reference trade, you will be doing this, or you may do extension. All these concepts you clearly know as of now. I have discussed multiple times. So now we are going to take the reference trade with respect to the base trade. Okay. So where is your base trade? Sorry, base trade is at 22,000 only. This is your base trade, and market is now at 22,500. So you're going to take a reference trade. Where you're going to take? Where you want market to be in. You need market to be in and around 22,000. So there you will be taking a PE. So you're going to take a PE trade. Okay. So here you will be selling 1 PE at 22,000. Now, where is your protection? Of course, whenever you are selling, you need to have a buy. Not because of hedging, but hedging is required. So, we can adjust in any way that concepts you already know. But why mostly we need this? Because you will be getting the margin benefit. So, we will be like 22,200 or 22,300. We will be buying and we will be getting protected from this. So, now what is the situation? If market goes up further, your straddle will be in loss, but this PE will give you profit. If market comes back to 22,000, your straddle will do good profit. This PE also will give you good profit. Only if market goes violently down, you will be having loss in this PE. But 22,200 buy will be protecting you in this case. Okay. So I told you already we are going to discuss a concept of pyramiding, and I told you already we are going to do this when our reference trade is going in our way. So assume market is keep going up. Keep going up. That means our reference trade is working, right? Reference trade is doing good. It is giving you profit. So let's say after 2-3 days or 2 days. Now remember, we have sold this in weekly. So even if it is 2-3 days, this has already given you some good time decay. Okay, some good time decay you already got. So let's say after 2-3 days, market went to 22,000. So let's say 700. Okay, so market went to 22,700. Now what you can do? So due to the time decay, now assume that you sold your 22,000 PE weekly, right? Weekly. Let's look at the price now. Just 1 minute. You can look at the price here. $22,000. We need this PE. Yes. So I hope you can see that. Yes, you can see here the price is 110. Okay. So price is 110. So I've lost whatever we have added here in this whiteboard. I'll repeat it again. 22,000 is our base trade. Market went to 22,500. So we are taking a reference trade. Okay. So we are taking a reference trade at 22,000. So here base trade we have a CE sell and we have a PE sell. We have the protection and everything. Now here we are going for a PE sell, but we will be protecting it at 22,200. We are going to buy the protection. Okay. Sorry, not 20 to 200. Previously also I think I have discussed as 20 to 200. We need to do it at 21,800, because if it falls below, that's when you need the protection. I'm sorry, there's a correction. Please note this in case. I think previously I've told it as 22,200, but please make it as 21,800. So this is where you're buying the protection. So this is taken care anyway. Okay, now what is the premium that we have seen just now? 110 rupee. So when you're selling this PE, you're getting a premium of 110. Now after 2-3 trading session, if your reference trade is working, that means market keep going up. Let's say now the market went to 22,700, from this 22,500. So in this 2-3 days, what will happen is the premium will come down and delta also will be in your favor. So it is coming down. So the one which you sold at 110 now may be trading at, let's say, 70 rupees. Okay. So it could be trading at 70 rupees. So the one which you sold at 110 now will be trading at 70 rupees. So here what you're going to do is, you already have this reference trade. Now market moved again in your favor of this reference trade. Now the premium have come down to 70 rupees. So you will be selling one lot more. Sell one lot more at 70 rupee. So in reference trade, what you're getting, first you got 110, now you got 70. So you will be getting 180 in the reference trade. So if market keep going up, what you're going to get, you will be getting 180 rupee for sure. But remember, your straddle will be in trouble here. But for that, you know the adjustments that we have discussed so far. But here you're getting this 180 rupees. Okay. Now imagine if it reverses, market reverses from to 21,700 to something like 22,000 level. Then this will give you profit. This will give you profit. And the straddle also will give you profit. That's a best scenario. But again, if it reverse and crash very fast, if goes beyond this, then this buy will protect you. Here also, when you're selling one more lot, you will be buying. Okay, you will be buying this for the margin benefit. So beyond this, what will happen? The PE buy will protect you, but that is 200 point, right? So you will not be able to wait for that much. This will protect you from black swan event, or you're buying this mainly for the margin benefit. If market goes up, you will get this 180 straddle will be in loss. If market reverses and comes to 22,000 level, this both will give you profit. Straddle also will give you profit. But if market crashes, then this 2 PE will be in trouble. So we need to adjust that. So what you need to do is, in this case, when you're selling your second PE, that is a second reference trade, you need to keep a strict stop loss. Strict stop loss of, let's say, 105 to 108 for the first reference trade. So this has to be strict stop loss. No, 105 and 108, what I told you, why I told you is because first reference trade you're getting a premium of 110. So you can keep anything near to that. Make sure one thing that you should not be losing in the first reference trade. So I repeat, when you are taking a second reference trade, keep a strict stop loss for the first reference trade, which should definitely give you at least some profit, 1 or 2 rupee at least. So when you collected the premium, you should be keeping this as a stop loss. My idea is, at one point of time, only one reference trade, you can keep it naked. But anyway, for the margin benefit, you already have an inherent protection. So when you are keeping the stop loss, second reference trade, you can keep it naked, and without stop loss, you can keep it. So once you sell the second reference trade, make sure that you will keep a strict stop loss for the first reference trade. Okay. So first reference trade you have sold at 110 rupee, second you sold at 70 rupee. So for the first you keep a stop loss of this. Okay, so that is very important, and when you are closing this you will be closing the hedge also, because you have already bought 21,800. So when you are taking the stop loss, you can close this position also for whatever you are covering up. But anyway, in a matter of 2-3 trading session, the time decay will be definitely in your favor. The issue will come only if it crash very fast. Okay, so the second reference trade which you sold at 70 rupee, that you can keep. But idea is only one reference trade without stop loss at any point of time. Okay, but again market fall drastically, this will also be in trouble, that we can manage. So make sure at any point of time only one reference trade you will be having without any stop loss. When you take the second reference trade, first reference trade should have a strict stop loss which is lesser than the premium you collected, so that you will make sure that some profit you will get in that. Now remember, this 21,800 is not a stop loss, or this is actually for margin benefit. We cannot wait for that 200 points actually. Okay, now why this is called as pyramiding? Assume that the market is going up. Let's say from 22,500 it went to 22,700. Now it is going to 22,900. Okay, now the market is at 22,900. So that means your reference trade is in your favor. So what you will be doing is you are going to take a third reference trade. Okay, so this might be now trading at, let's say, 35 rupees. So you will be selling one more lot. You're going to sell at 35 rupee. So the trade is working in your favor. So how much you're getting now? First you got 110, then you got 70. Now you're getting 35. So you're getting, so 215 rupees you're getting here. Straddle you need to adjust, that adjustments we have discussed. So now this is the third reference trade. Now when you have taken the third reference trade, please keep in mind for the first two trade you need to have a strict stop loss. So what is usually your stop loss? For 110 you can keep 105 or to 108 as stop loss. For 70 you can keep 65 to 68 as stop loss. So these first two reference trade you need to keep as the stop loss. Or one thing you can do, you need to see what is the average price, 110 and 70. So that is 180 divided by 2, which is 90. So both of this you can calculate, the average price is 90. So you can keep like 85 to 88 as your stop loss for these two together, average, or separately you can keep it, or you can keep average as a stop loss. Okay, now what is the next scenario? Let's say market is going higher. So what you will do? You will take the fourth reference trade. Let's say that premium is 20. Okay, and then what you need to do? For the first three trades you need to keep SL. So for the 110 you will be keeping 105 to 108 as stop loss. For 70 you will keep 65 to 68 as stop loss. For 35 you will keep 30 to 33 as stop loss. Or what you can do, take the average, which is 215 divided by 3, so which will be around 72. Okay, so for this 72 you can keep, let's say, 70 as stop loss. So for all these three together, you can keep average 70 as a stop loss, or individually also you can keep the stop loss. Now again market is going higher, then you will be taking the fifth reference trade. It could be at 10 rupee. So when you are taking the fifth reference trade, you will be keeping SL4 first 4. So how can you do that? Now you take the average value. Okay, so now first 4 means 110 plus 70 plus 35 plus 20. Okay, so this is going to be 235 divided by 4, which is approximately 60, or it could be 59. So now your stop loss for the first 4 trades together will be 59. So what is your stop loss? Your stop loss you can manage by using average. So this is why it is called pyramiding, right? So what we have done, 22,000 is where we have a CE and a PE cell. This is your short straddle. This is your base trade. Then what you have done? What you have done is when market went to 22,500, you sold what? You have taken the first reference trade. Okay, and you're selling 22,000 PE. You're selling 22,000 PE, you got a premium of 110. Then again market is going higher. Let's say 22,700. It went to 22,700. It's going in your favor. You take the second reference trade. You got the premium of, let's say, 70. The moment you take this second reference trade, keep a stop loss for the first trade. Stop loss will be 105, 105, 108. Make sure you'll close this in profit only. Then again market is going higher, let's say 22,900. You will be taking the third reference trade. Maybe in the premium will be 35. So when you're taking this third trade, keep stop loss for first 2 reference trade. What you can do, average is 90. How you're getting that average? 110 plus 70, 180 divided by 2, which is 90. So 85 to 88 you can keep as stop loss. If market is going again, let's say 23,100 or 23,000, you take the fourth reference trade. Let's say 20. Now you keep SL4 first 3 as average. Then if going again, you take the fifth reference trade at 10 rupee. Then what you need? SL4 first 4 SL4 first 4 trades. So remember, always at any point of time there should be only one reference trade, which is naked. Now anytime when you are taking the reference trade, you will be definitely having a protection. 21,800 you are buying for protection and margin benefit. So here also you will be doing that. The margin benefit you are doing it. Whenever you are taking a stop loss, close this position also. This is for the margin benefit. This is not the stop loss actually. This will prevent you from black swan event and margin benefit. Stop loss you need to manage like this. At any point of time, only one reference trade without stop loss. Okay. Now, why it is called pyramid? You can see the shape of and it can go like this and can go to 5. It can go to 2 and it can go to 1. So to what extent you want to go, you can go like it. 1, right? And then 5, right? And then 10. And then let's say we discussed it as a 20, right? 35 and 70, 110. So it's like this. Only 1 and then 5 and then 10. Like this it is going. So it is making the shape of, you can see a pyramid. So when we are doing pyramid, so when are we doing pyramid? We will do pyramiding when your reference trade is in your favor. So always remember, first you have a base trade and then you take a reference trade, and if reference trade is in your favor, you keep adding to that and you will be getting profits. All these premiums you will be able to collect, but on the other side, if this is going in profit, straddle will be in trouble. This we need to adjust. Averaging is there, extension is there. Next concept that I am going to discuss, martingale, is there. Okay, so that's it guys. I hope you understood the concept that we have discussed. Next we will discuss martingale, and see you soon guys.